major weakness here. Very weak. Weak, 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 weak. If this was a weaknometer, it would peg out to weak. Weak. Not weak. Weak. So when I point to that, weak, the weaknometer is pegging out. Pegging out. You hear that, Craftsman? The weaknometer. Okay, this Craftsman set 934845, this socket wrench set, a single replacement of one of these. See how the tip broke off of it? Came in this kit. It is a P3 for Phillips, P3. Okay, let's bring it over here. Okay, so this P3 Phillips socket was about to get it exchanged, 3 hours of telephone time and about 3 weeks of waiting, 3 case numbers, lots of threes there, and I finally got another one. All right, so this one originally came in this kit. And went right there. Craftsman. Now this is a Chinese-made unit that came out right about when Craftsman switched from the American manufacturer to the Chinese manufacturer. So as you can see, there are a P3, P2, and P1. I was finally sent a replacement. And let's look at the differences. This one came directly from Craftsman. I believe it actually came from the Lowe's division, and I'll get into that in a minute. They're exactly the same length. You can see some knurling on the side of the new version. And it's got your part number there, Craftsman, some knurling, number 3. And this unit here looks like was made in, it was made in China also. Okay, so they are a little different now, but this one was not used on an impact wrench. It actually broke using this. I was taking off a brake rotor and on a Honda, and they have little screws in it, so I took that, put that on there, and it just broke right off. Now, Craftsman did not require me to send the old one back. Let me tell you what happened. All right. Well, this is how it goes. I was taking my brake rotor off with this, broke the tip, so I proceeded to go to Lowe's. I went to Lowe's and I looked in their parts drawer. They have little drawers with the sockets. And they did not have a P3. They had a P1 and like a PH2 and PH3. And the difference, I think they're a little shorter. So anyway, I didn't see it there, so I proceeded to ask the lady working in the tool department. And then she says, go see the customer service desk, and they'll tell you what to do. Now, in Lowe's defense, they did say they would swap it out if they had one, but they didn't have one. So they pointed up to a wall, a picture on the, they pointed up to a billboard that said, call this 1-800 number if you have a Craftsman tool that needs warranty. So I did. So the next day I called the number. When you press 1, it asks you, did you purchase it at Sears? I think it said if you purchased it at Lowe's, press 1, at Ace Hardware or another affiliate, press 2, or Sears, press 3. Now, since I was on the phone with them 3 hours total, multiple emails, multiple case numbers, all for that, $6 part. They told me you could tell that it was transferred to like Sears Corporation, their customer service. That's horrible. That's why they're going out of business. But anyway, I told them there was no Sears around me. Our local one had closed. I need another socket, please. And they said, well, I'll give you the short version because it took 3 hours to get this. They said, well, first they said they cannot swap it out because it came in a kit and they no longer sell that kit. I said, no, I found the exact one on your website and that's what I need. Gave them the part number. They said, nope, it came in a kit. So they even sell a new version of that kit. I said, well, here's the new version of the kit. Here's the part number. If you really want to swap the whole kit out, go for it, but I think it's kind of a waste of resources. Just give me that one socket. They said no. But they also said they weren't going to swap the kit out because the kit is now a new part number. Since it's the exact same kit but a new part number. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's different manufacturer. So I told them that was not good enough. I needed another one. They said, I'm sorry. And they finally said that they would refund my Sears rewards, my Shop My Way. That's what it's called. Sears Shop My Way. They would put me a $6 credit on that. Well, there's no Sears in my area. So I said, nope, that's not going to work. Even if there was a Sears in my area, I don't want the credit. I want a socket. So they said, well, if I couldn't accept that, that's all they're going to do. So then so I said, nope, I'm not accepting that. They gave me a case number, blah, blah, blah. The next time I called them, they said, I spoke with a young lady, and she was very nice, but it was Sears. I went through the options, press 1, 2, or 3. I pressed 3. And they said, all right, well, another 45 minutes. We're going to do, and I just sat there. I refused to get off the phone. I had much better things to do, but I did it just out of, to prove a point. And so the young lady comes back and said, okay, we're going to send you a new one. I said, great, finally. So she was taking my information and stuff, and then she says, I need a credit card. I said, for what? Well, for shipping. I said, well, how much is shipping? $7. I said, well, the whole thing is only $6 for a brand new one. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not doing that. And we went on and on and on, and she would apologize, but there's basically nothing they could do except charge me shipping. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Give me another case number. So they gave me another case number. I waited about a week or so, and I said, look, I'm not dealing with that. I called them a third time. And the third time, I was on the phone with them over an hour, over 60 minutes. And I talked to everybody that you can imagine at Sears customer service about this, and they said, no, 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 too bad, so sad. We offered you a new one. Nowhere in the warranty does it say that you don't have to pay shipping. A bunch of legal loopholes. And I said, look, unconditional lifetime warranty is what it says on your website, unconditional. They said, oh yeah, it was unconditional. I said, no, you gave me a condition that I pay $6 shipping for $7 shipping for a $6 socket. I said, I'm not doing that. Give me another case number. They said, well, it's not going to do any good. So they gave me a case number. So then after about a few days or so, I said, you know what? I took my entire story and I posted it on Craftsman's YouTube website, Lowe's YouTube website, and Sears YouTube website. All three of them. I posted the entire story. And lo and behold, in a week, one just showed up in the mail. This one. The correct one. Over 3 hours, 3 case numbers, multiple phone calls. Oh, and there's a few emails too. I'm not going to go into that. But Lowe's would have swapped it out, would have done the right thing. Sears just gave me the biggest runaround I've ever seen in my life. I thought I was reaching out to Craftsman when you dial that number. But beware, when you call that 888 number or 1-800 number, whatever it is, and you press a number, it's going to route you to that company. And I guess each company has a different methodology and algorithm of changing these out. Well, I want to be a consumer advocate, so the next Craftsman tool that I cannot get exchanged at Lowe's, I'm going to do the same thing. Because as a consumer, we should demand better. Stanley Black & Decker paid almost $1 billion for the Craftsman brand. $1 billion. And that brand should be worth something. Well, if you're going by individual store policies to basically not enable the customer to take advantage of that Craftsman branded warranty, no matter where it was purchased at, then that $900 billion was not worth a dime. I don't know who sees this. I don't have a lot of followers, but I'm going to send this to a few people. I'm going to tell the Den of Tools, the Bear guy. He seems to, have his pulse, his finger on the pulse of the tool market. But even I've got a few videos that have 30, 40,000 views. I hope this one gets that, because that's ridiculous. And if Stanley Black & Decker knows about what happened for this exchange, maybe they will let their retailers know, no, you take care of the customer. Because $900 million, that's almost $1 billion, which is what I believe Stanley Black & Decker paid for that brand. At least that company deserves their retailers to do a little bit better. So Lowe's, I guess you did all right, but giving somebody a phone number is really not good. Or maybe what Lowe's could have done, some suggestion to them is warned me, say, hey, look, if you press number 3, you're going to go back to Sears where you bought it from. If it doesn't work out, come back to me and maybe our people can get it straight. But they didn't do that. So maybe they don't have a lot of experience with this, but please like and share this video. Thank you.